making beads. See the beads I have on my arm?
Mm-hmm.
Beads. I enjoy beads.
Do they mean anything? Any of your beads?
My beads mean a lot to me. Even though I forget what the different tiger eye and citron and the other kind that I got on my arm, I just know that I put them together to attract what I want to attract.
How did you get started hearing about them?
Oh boy, that's a good question. It started in about 93. I was introduced to precious stones, and I was in Europe at the time. I met the Africans who were bringing these precious stones over to Europe. And the more I learned about precious stones, the more interested I was. So I was so interested in precious stones that I took a trip to Africa on the precious stone airplane. You say, what is a precious stone airplane? These precious stones are brought to Europe in an underground system. The people who bring these stones into Europe, they're given a visa for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to sell their goods. And I mean, you talking about people that are bringing a trunk load of rocks. These stones that you call stones, these are really stones here, not beads. These stones that you wear around in your ear, your nose, and rings and all this stuff, they're actually, they come through hard labor. People going deep down in mines that you wouldn't even think about going into. You wouldn't even think about going down the road to go in one of the mines that they go into to bring out you that ruby, that mother pearl, that diamond. You would not even think about it, but they do it. And then they get a trunk this big, full of them rocks. What if it's amethyst, rubies? They look like rocks. That's what when I saw a trunk, they look like rocks. But when you see it go from a rock, the rock that you would skip across the water, into a cut stone, that's when you would appreciate the eye that the jeweler has in these stones. You would never imagine that somebody, I could not imagine that you could take this, cut it in a certain way, and it becomes this. That's how mesmerizing it is to see a gem, a precious stone, go from a rock to one of those things you wear on your fingers, on your ear, as a stone. So that's how I was introduced to precious stones, and I'm still attracted to precious stones. Matter of fact, I think you're a precious stone. Yes.
Thank
Your
you.
blue hat, all like that. So things are attracted to one another. You attract what it is you want. That's the uniqueness about it. There's something that has to do with selling. Rich people are able to sell to poor people because rich people can demonstrate how they attract to them what they want. That's how they make the money. Poor people never know. They just never know. They don't know how you can take this lumber and cut this lumber, and then it comes this piece of wood that was a tree just a minute ago is now this whatever kind of wood this is, cedar wood. Poor people can't see that. They can't see that this was aluminum before. They can't see that this was hawk mesh before. They can't see that this was wood before, and now it's paper. But rich people can see the need to have paper, and they can use wood to make it into paper and sell it to you. So we just want to give back to them what they're giving to us. We would like to balance the equation, and that's why I'm so happy to meet you. It's just time to use agriculture as a means of giving back to them what they give it to us, to make it a little balance. I'm tired of being all the time the word I want to use for when you are hoping. You're in need under the bridge, and then you having to beg them for food. Then they walk past you like, you don't even exist, you dirty thing. Here's something to go buy you some food. Then you go buy beer. Okay, but the idea is to create a balance, and a balance where we can feel good about ourselves and have something with the same value that they would like to have from us. That's trading. So that's how I tie precious stones and farming in together. The principle is the same. It's like an attitude. We both have an attitude, but our attitudes towards life is a little bit different. Our thing is, you can bring all these differences together and have something and create something very unique. You could be sitting drinking a coffee together, making videos, filming your differences, and discussing your differences. Because in discussing those things, we learn to come together, to better come together. I learned to better accept your differences. Isn't it awesome?
It is.
It is beautiful. I mean, it is so. Whew.
I think that's what people are supposed to do.
Right.
We need to get back to it.
Yes, exactly.
And food is a great way to do that. Food is supposed to be one of the reasons we're supposed to eat, is to get together and have fun.
Exactly. How simple? How more simple can it be? So with that, I think we're going to do an excellent job at bringing an awareness to food under agriculture, as this is one means to bring about the change we want to see. Thank you so much for this interview, and I look forward to our next.
Me too.
Bye.